Hi, you guys. My name is Michelle Whiteside, and I am a mental wellness consultant and transformational coach, quote unquote, the fixer. And I want to bring you this holiday message coming through to you to help you have the happiest happiest Christmas in a while, holiday in a while, a new year, and the new timeline, really. And to be able to do that, I need to remind you of a few things. Few things that we've gone over the year, and I want us to kind of go over that in order to know that a lot of it is out of our sight, and we need to be aware of somehow of our feelings have been impacted from programming and old beliefs and old systems that don't work anymore, from our families, from things outside of ourselves, and we get triggered. And sometimes we act not the way we really want to, or why does that bother me when I go to grandma's? And a lot of this is old stories. During these times and days when it comes to the holidays, for some reason, we have a lot of things around that and around New Year's Eve, big one, of how we thought it should be, or how we want it, or the perfectness, which is self sabotage. And when it comes to these days, it's really time to be mindful and maybe even more aware and tap into that place of who we are now, not those old stories, because they're not true. And the feelings belong to another timeline. That's not present, it's not here. And there's some safety knowing that as we're stepping into the highest version of ourselves and how we want to be around people we care about and wanting to do the things we want to do. Sometimes we had Christmases and New Year's that weren't so great. And there's going to be some things that remind you of that, bringing you back to those old stories and those old little place in yourself, the younger self, and the same kind of feelings that don't have to do with actually what's going on. But unless you're aware and learning some consciousness about what's really going on inside, we don't know that. We just keep doing the same thing over again, expecting different results. And if you're like me and you came from a childhood that, well, had chaos, or I was really uncomfortable in my own skin, and those stories went with me for a really long time and got me tripped up, and I had to step into a whole new arena because I was kind of forced to, right? We don't do anything until things really need to be changed. So for you to have a better Christmas, a better holiday, a better new year, and continue on your journey of creating the best life that you want and the life of your dreams, it's really important to be aware and ask yourself some important questions. Is this true? Do I really want to go? And also remind yourself that nothing needs to be perfect. Big one. Not perfect gifts, not perfect party, not perfect decorations, not perfect I look great, because those are all things and measured by a measurement that's not really there, right? Perfect to what? To my old beliefs as a kid, or what? So you never get there. Always in that lower self place. Remember what's important to you and the intentions behind the holidays and what your number one, two, three core beliefs are. And remember, the mind knows nothing. It circles around and goes to your subconscious and tries to keep you safe, which isn't safe. The heart knows all. And if you go to that place from the heart and you share from that place during this time, you'll be more present, you'll make better decisions, and you will be way happier because the heart is the place. I want you to remind you of grace, right? Something bigger also comes in, right? And if we don't get so overwhelmed or take time out for ourselves to rest and allow ourselves to rest, it's okay to eat all those foods if you can, health wise. It's okay to be irreverent and dance. It's okay to be you, and that's enough. It's a time where we can have setbacks because it stirs the pot so much at this time. And it's really important not to go there and be attached to those feelings and let them wash over you kind of loosely and not be attached to them. And you can heal through it without going back to the old patterns, the old behaviors. What I'm saying is love yourself through all of this and be compassionate and gentle. Number one thing, even if it feels weird, and even if you do things, maybe you eat too many cookies. Okay, I ate cookies and I like them, and that's okay. That reparenting part. It's really important to have that strong parenting part in the holidays. And it's okay to set boundaries in the holidays and not worried that you're going to let somebody down because you don't show up because you're taking care of yourself and you need a nap. And really, I don't really feel comfortable being around those people, right? Or those things, because they don't make me feel good about myself and they may bring up shame or blame. And it's okay to say, yeah, no, thank you very much, but I can't this year. Remember that you're creating your reality, and your thoughts become your reality, your beliefs, your identity, your experiences from your programming. So your thoughts are really powerful, and we're human, and we're able to be in this place to grow and evolve to create the best life that we want. But we have to do it from that authentic heart place. So Christmas, New Year's, the new year is all really fertile ground to be uncomfortable, but uncomfortable in the way that you're learning new skills, new tools to be the light, to bring what you want to your life, and then in turn to others' life. So as we go through this journey and these sacred days, I want you to remember your heart, and I want to remember that you're enough, and that your holiday can look totally different in any way you want to. This is for you, and then in turn for others, right? A lot of us fixers and people that have helped others think that we need to put this whole thing for everybody, and then it totally gets lost and we miss that, and we miss the love in our hearts to be there for one another, right? So I'm just sending a reminder to check how you're feeling. Check on your friends, see how they're doing. Someone may need help. I always put out that maybe someone is drinking too much, or really feeling alone. And those are the moments that are really important, right? And to be there and be the change that you want to be and see. Message me if you know what I mean, or if you want any tips or more tips and tricks from the tree, right? So thank you very much. And I hope you have a very, very, very great holiday season, and this will help. And remember, we are our best resource. We don't do this alone. Go big or go home and make this the best one yet. Over and out.